Ready? Good morning, Samantha. You're looking beautiful as well. TJ? Ready? Set? Go.
Hello and good afternoon. My name is Samantha Fisher and I am against teachers censoring students' newspapers. I will also be accepting POIs at the end of my speech. Democracy. Imagine you writing an article for the newspaper and you write about the vending machines being taken away. You also discover the information that the principal ordered this and you also add that in. Then a teacher walks by, reads your work, stops you and tells you that you can't add the truth that the principal made this decision in your article. This is called censorship. You didn't put anything bad in, you told the facts, and the teacher said you can't tell the truth. If the teacher or anyone censors students' newspapers, they put democracy at risk. Democracy is a type of government that the United States follows, and it is a system of government for the people, by the people. People need all sides of an argument as an example to fully state and understand the problem. A democratic system is defined by citizen participation. If one citizen is allowed to dictate what others say or think, the system will be subverted and by definition, not democratic. Freedom of the press. I'm sure that everyone knows what freedom means. Now, do you know why it was made? Let's go into history and discover why it was part of our government. Way back in the 1700s, after the Americans won the Revolutionary War, they had to make a new and ideal government for the United States. Finally, it came down to the conclusion that they would make the Constitution. They did, and they successfully made a government. After they made the government, they then made the Bill of Rights. And in the Bill of Rights, it clearly states citizens' rights. It states in the Bill of Rights, First Amendment, Congress shall make no law respecting establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or freedom of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Freedom of speech embodies the concept of the natural human right to be heard someone's opinion freely without fear of censorship or punishment. United Nations, which includes most civilized countries of the world, has a universal declaration of human rights. Our founding fathers made the Bill of Rights for freedom of speech and freedom of the press because while the British King ruled America, it was against the law to say anything bad about the king. Of course, nobody except the loyalists agreed with this and rebelled, giving us the Revolutionary War, and we won. Then we started to make new laws because that's why we fought. We made the Bill of Rights to confirm that man would be free from punishment or censorship to give opinions. Growing up. As you know, in middle school is the time where students are growing up to young adults. So therefore, we should have the right to practice freedom of the press and freedom of speech. If middle school newspapers weren't to have censors, it will give us a sense of growing up. To make it growing up and responsibility, they're giving us help when we grow up to make us more responsible people. When children are given something to practice, whether it's music, a poem, sports, writing, or creating a newspaper in this case, it teaches them three things. It teaches them how to manage it, responsibility, and regulation. As future adults, it is imperative that we know enough knowledge, experience, and control. I will now be accepting POIs.
Oh, okay. Freedom of speech means that it's for all, like, where you can all talk. You should know what to say nicely if there's still or without, what's it called?
Excuse me, I did not understand that.
Okay, you should know what to say nicely without censorship. Even if you do have censorship, if you say something wrong, someone will be there to catch you and save you from being sued or something.
That is true. Governments do have their limits, and even the United States has the democratic government and their most freedom, America does have their limits. Jan.
Well, it is true that people can write something bad, But normally, people who sign up for a journalism class, they know what to write, and they're not really mean to people because they know, like, they're educated.
Z?
Going back to what Jen said, most people that enter journalism class, they don't tend to be like mean people. They tend to be like somewhat goody two shoes.
And also, when students sign up to go in journalism, they like the fact to give information. Thank you.